as the Bisons will kick off and have possession to start the second half. You mentioned it, Austin. This team has been pretty good coming from behind all season long, and they'll need to do so if they want to advance to the second round of the tournament.
They were up early. You know, some of the big matches they played this year in the regular season. They played tough with Kentucky, Charlotte, as well St. Louis, a team that was ranked. So, you know, they even scored first in some of those matches, but, you know, nothing like, you know, going behind against Indiana, knowing how stout this defense has been.
Try to get something going almost immediately to Tyrese Spicer. But it is had by Indiana for a moment, but now Plutarchus Elenefti finds Malachi Jones on the right wing. Jones trying to keep it in play. He does. He's got two Hoosiers looking right at him, so he gets it back to Daniel Stempatori. Haven't said Stempatori's name much today. The defender hasn't been involved in too much of the action so far. As Indiana has a man hit the deck on a foul. It's Bacharach drawing the foul for the Hoosiers.
Bacharach, Stempatori, two international players. Bacharach from Spain, Stempatori from Canada. There are 12 international guys on this Lipscomb team. And we were looking in the press box earlier. There's a few MLS teams that are credentialed downstairs. Nashville SC, obviously, knowing that Lipscomb is in Nashville. And then Toronto FC, another MLS team that had some people at least that had credentials for this match. So you can love to see, obviously, a lot of Canadian players on both sides, but love to see the scouts out in full force here for the NCAA tourney.
Here is Bacharach with the ball over to Conjadoro, another international player from Ghana. He kicks one past the goal line for a goal kick. And Bacharach, we talked about a bit earlier in the first half how he's come on as of late. And yesterday when Todd Dagley was speaking to the media, he said Bacharach is just so excited to be here. He said he always goes up to Dagley and says, "I'm playing at the Real Madrid of college soccer," which is certainly a good comparison for what this Indiana program does year in and year out.
Yeah, that's where he mentioned that kind of the Spaniard bias comes in. Bacharach, a Real Madrid fan himself, so it is pretty funny how that's the comparison. But you look at, obviously, soccer in Spain at the top level, La Liga, historically, it's always been Real Madrid and Barcelona. Those El Clasicos always never failed to disappoint, and Indiana certainly one of the top collegiate programs in the country. That's a pretty funny comparison for him to say.
Bacharach was the Defensive Player of the Year in the Northeastern Conference last year at Fairleigh Dickinson. As Javon Smith has it knocked away by Harms on the cross over on the top of your screen to Spicer. Spicer has it kicked out by Bacharach. It'll be a corner for Lipscomb.